Ken Johnson with Deb Harris, head coach of the McKinney Lionettes. Deb, talk about your successful trio that's been you've been building on since they were freshmen. Now they're juniors and they're getting ready for a big district slate.
Great kids, amazing kids. Obviously very talented basketball players, but the thing that I'm impressed with the most is they're much better people than they are basketball players.
And how does that help y'all gain a foundation and build a positive program that's constantly making strides and one of the best teams in the area?
It's been really good. You know, they've been starters for us since their freshman year, and, you know, they played more minutes their freshman year than our seniors did, but a lot of our success was because we had really good seniors that were grounded and kind of showed them the ropes and how we do things in our program and what we're about, and it's just kind of trickled down, and it's been really good. It's nice to have the consistency.
How does it make your job easier? The fact that even if you're having a bad game, you can rely on them to close it out, kind of like the Highland Park game. Things weren't going correctly, but they had a hand in the final 8 points, and y'all were able to get a W.
Well, I don't know that it ever makes it easier, but it is nice to know that you can put the ball in the basket.
Going forward, do you expect the fact that they've been through the wars and stuff that'll help y'all move back up to 6A and playing against the Plano Wests and the Allens? How that experience will come in handy?
I do. I think that, and I think our schedule this year has helped us. You know, we've got several returning players. We graduated one kid last year, so that helps, you know, and it's definitely a system, you know, that works together, and everybody has a role, and we constantly talk about what everybody's role is. And, you know, with those three kids, we talk about to whom much is given, much is expected. But that doesn't make their role any more or less important than anybody else's. And
with them, can you talk about their three roles and also talk about their chemistry, the fact that they get along on the court, they get along off the court, and it shows. Just the fact that they're really good friends, and if one of them's down, they know how to pick each other up and pick up the whole team up while they're doing that.
Well, I think a lot of that goes back to, you know, their home life and the way that they're raised. They all three come from very supportive parents. Education is very, very valued, and they're definitely products of their raising. So that makes it nice too.
What's their roles on the team individually?
You know, they're all three very different players. You know, JaMiya has been the primary point guard for us, which she'll get a little relief with Erin Fry coming in. We want JaMiya to play the 2 because she's a shooting guard, so that frees her up a little bit. She's our best three-point shooter. Kayla is our strongest physical player. She's very good at taking charges, very strong, has the ability to get to the basket and finish, and smart, has a very, very high basketball IQ. And then Quincy's just so agile. You know, she can shoot the 3, she can finish, she can shoot the mid-range. Kayla's really starting to buy into the mid-range jumper as well. So we rely on them heavily on both sides of the floor, but they're very different, but they all have a lot of similar skill sets.
How's the fact that one thing that's very, even in boys basketball, the fact that they all can handle the ball, you can use them as a primary ball handler. That's very key. I'm pretty sure that it's came into play a few times.
It does help. It helps us play at a much faster pace. We try to run a system defensively that's a scramble system, and it turns into a first come, first serve on the offensive side of the ball. So that does help. Obviously, adding more ball handlers, somebody to the caliber of Erin Fry is going to help that as well. Just allows us to play faster on both sides of the ball.
And final question, what do you want people to know about this junior trio that they wouldn't know just by watching them, and how much of a joy has it been the fact that they like playing for you and they like what y'all building here in McKinney High?
Well, the thing that I think that I'm the proudest of with those three kids is that they understand that the success that we have is a joint effort, and they are the ones that are constantly congratulating their teammates. You know, it doesn't matter if, you know, they've got 25 points or they've got, you know, 5 points. If Audrey Fry went in there and took 4 charges, that's what they're going to talk about in the locker room. They're going to talk about the assist. They're going to talk about the fact that they got to get open because there were screens set. So that, to me, is the most amazing thing, and it's something that people in the stands may not pay attention to, but it's something in our basketball family that we pay a lot of attention to. And again, I think that goes back to their home life and the expectations that their parents have of them, but they're amazing kids, and they value the contributions from everybody on their team.